So just to kind of celebrate me reaching platinum level, because it's a big achievement for me. I mean, I don't play that much. So, right, the fastest way to rank up, okay? I will go through, let me just open up a document. So there are a couple of ways to do this, right? There is one that's called queue dodging. Yeah. This is when you log into the queue, and the way it works is you go to OPGG and you look up your profile, player profiles. If it looks good, you play with them. If not, you don't play with them, right? Now this is very, 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 very lengthy process, because what I found is that to find a game that is 100% winnable, I even had this thing in here. I'll show you right now. There you go, team analysis, I think, right? Team analysis, yeah. You see, so what I did was I looked at number of games played and the win rate, and then our win rate must average at approximately 320, right? So if we are at 320 average points, it's a guaranteed win. Now, to find one game like this, you will have to you will have to dodge 83% of your games. It goes without saying, it is, in terms of league points, it is impossible to climb with 83% dodge rate, because you'll be losing way more points than you'll be gaining. Because let's say you are losing 6 points per dodge game, right? So that's going to be 6 multiplied by 83, right? So that's how many points you're going to be losing per 100 games. And you're going to be gaining, even if Riot gives you 30 points per game that you win. Multiplied by 17 games you're going to play, and you're going to win them. All right, so I mean, your climbing capability is, oof, right? I mean, so you're effectively climbing 12 points per 100 games. And that's, we're assuming you're getting 30, right? Let's say 27 points per win. Yeah, you see, you have to be getting 30 in order for this system to work. So, I mean, if you have an AFK in the game, this will artificially drop your, because I played a couple of games, you see my win rate was only 78%, because you have players that are rage quitters, AFK players. Sometimes games just do not go your way, even though everybody's playing really well. You also sometimes run into a smurf. That frequently happens. If your team is good, that means opponent team is probably might have a smurf. I noticed that when we average about if you're in here about like 3-4-1, right? It's most likely that the opponent has a smurf. Most likely. Otherwise, the matchmaking would not match such good players with you. There has to be some kind of a balancing, right? And the balancer is usually the Smurf, and he's going to own you. I'll tell you that. It's very, very hard to win against Smurfs. I mean, like, oh Jesus, I played against Aurelia recently. Oh, just destroyed me. I mean, you have to understand, I'm a pretty good player. I'm not really, like, I wouldn't say I'm a professional, right? I mean, dude, she played everything perfectly, right? So you're not really gonna do much. All right. So that's this method here, queue dodging, right? So very slow. Second one is duo queue. Now duo queue is going to increase your win rate. I don't have statistics on it, but I used to keep it. It's gonna be 10 to 20% boost in your win rate, right? If you're playing with a competent player, right? But you will hit your MMR and you will get stuck there at some point in time, right? So this works in short term, yeah. And then the third method is you improve yourself. This is actually by far the fastest way to climb, believe it or not, right? Well, I will plus Q dodge extremely bad lobbies. I'm talking about lobbies where you have Shaco jungle, mid lane you have Lulu, bot lane you have Severe with Nami, and your top lane like as Nasus, right? I mean, and you look at opposing side, they have Darius top lane against you. As Nasus, you are already screwed pretty much. Their jungler is Kayn. Their mid lane is, let's say, who can be their good mid lane? Sylas, right? Bot lane is like Vayne with Nautilus. Like your odds of winning are very slim, and your odds of carrying are non-existent. Because it goes without saying that the team just based on their composition are going to win every single team fight. Even if they fall behind after 20 minutes, you're pretty much done. Because Vayne is going to just destroy your entire team. You have no kind of in that team for Nasus to scale. I mean, the team I just mentioned, like you're just not gonna win basically. I mean, it's a miracle if you win. So you have to sometimes dodge bad lobbies. Overall play, right? Overall play. But the most important part in here is to improve yourself. Right? This part here. So how do you do that, right? How do you do that? Actually, I'm gonna talk about this technique in the next video because I don't want to make videos too long because it's too boring. All right, take care. Well done.